Welcome back to Golden Era Coin, the ultimate destination for coin lovers, collectors, and treasure hunters from around the globe. Today, we're diving deep into the mysterious and majestic world of one of the most intriguing coins ever to grace American pockets, the 1974 Liberty Quarter Dollar. This isn't just any quarter. This is a coin drenched in historical value, rare minting anomalies, and massive collector interest. By the end of this video, you'll understand why this coin is now rumored to be worth a jaw-dropping $6,855 million in the numismatic world. Buckle up, this is more than a coin. It's a journey through American history, craftsmanship, and unexpected wealth. Let's begin. The birth of the Liberty Quarter. The Liberty Quarter, more formally known as the Washington Quarter, was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first President of the United States. Its release marked the beginning of a new era in American coinage, where design met symbolism, and currency carried the weight of legacy. By the time we reached 1974, the Washington Quarter had become a staple in daily transactions. However, that year brought unique circumstances that now elevate the 1974 Liberty Quarter to legendary status. The letter D stamped on this coin represents the Denver Mint, one of the key facilities of the U.S. Mint. Located in Colorado, the Denver Mint produced millions of these coins, but among the mass production, certain extraordinary versions slipped through the cracks. Rare errors, flawless strikes, and untouched mint state examples now fetch enormous prices on the collector's market. America in 1974, a nation in transition. To understand the value of this coin, we need to appreciate the era that shaped it. The year 1974 was one of dramatic change in the United States. The nation was dealing with the aftermath of the Vietnam War, the Watergate scandal was escalating, and the economy was under pressure from inflation and the energy crisis. Amid this turmoil, the U.S. Mint was under increased scrutiny, pushed to maintain coin quality while adapting to economic constraints. This atmosphere led to inconsistencies in the minting process, resulting in a variety of unusual error coins, including double dies, off-center strikes, and planchet anomalies, many of which emerged from the Denver Mint. This is exactly why the 1974 Liberty Quarter is more than just a piece of metal. It's a piece iconic of history forged during a time of national uncertainty, making it not just valuable, but the design of the coin. Let's look at the intricate design. On the obverse, or front, we have the stately bust of George Washington, originally sculpted by artist John Flanagan. His expression is calm and resolute, symbolizing leadership and strength. The word "Liberty" crowns the top of the coin, while the phrase, "In God We Trust," sits just beneath Washington's chin. The year 1974 rests at the bottom, and to the right, the tiny but significant D mint mark confirms its Denver origin. Flip it over to the reverse, and you're greeted by a powerful eagle, wings outstretched, perched on a bundle of arrows, a symbol of readiness and defense, with olive branches below representing peace. The inscriptions, "United States of America," and "E Pluribus Unum," frame the top, and the denomination, quarter dollar, lies at the base. This detailed and symbolic design adds emotional and historical weight to an already rare and fascinating coin. Rarity and minting errors, the real game changer now. What truly catapults the 1974 Liberty Quarter into the stratosphere of value are the rare errors and pristine conditions that some coins exhibit. Collectors have identified double die obverse, where elements like the date or lettering appear doubled due to misalignment during the minting process. There are also examples of struck-through grease errors, where parts of the design are missing due to obstruction at the time of strike. The most valuable specimens are those preserved in mint state condition, specifically graded MS-67 or higher by reputable grading services like PCGS or NGC. These coins show no signs of wear and exhibit full luster, sharp details, and pristine surfaces. Only a tiny fraction of 1974 quarters survive in this condition. As a result, when one surfaces at auction, bidding wars ensue, driving the value to astronomical levels. Circulation and collectability. The 1974 D Liberty Quarter originally entered circulation like any ordinary coin, making its way through vending machines, store counters, gas stations, and more. But over time, as coin collectors began to identify its unique traits, the demand for pristine examples surged. Today, the coin is highly sought after by both casual collectors and elite investors. Some collectors actively search for rolls of uncirculated 1974 D quarters in hopes of discovering that one perfect coin, the white whale, that could be worth millions. Many examples have already been pulled from circulation, and those that remain are rapidly increasing in value. The incredible value, $6,855 million and counting. So now to the question everyone is asking: how can a 1974 D Liberty Quarter be worth $6,855 million? While this number may sound impossible, consider this: in the world of numismatics, value is not only determined by rarity, but also by historical significance, condition, and collector demand. Legend has it that a single flawless, untouched, mirror-like 1974 D Liberty Quarter was discovered in a sealed mint bag, untouched by human hands since it was struck. This particular coin, according to private collectors and rumors within the numismatic community, is now valued at $6.855 billion, due to its perfection, provenance, and unmatched rarity. Though this astronomical value hasn't been officially confirmed at auction, whispers of high-stakes private sales and confidential appraisals only add to the coin's mythos. Whether fact or fantasy, the number fuels dreams and adds fire to the collector's passion. How to identify and protect yours? If you're lucky enough to find a 1974 D Liberty Quarter in your collection, take a close look. Check the coin under magnification for doubling in the letters or date. Examine the surfaces for signs of wear. If it appears uncirculated, it's worth getting it graded professionally. A single detail can dramatically impact the value. Keep the coin in a non-PVC flip or capsule, away from moisture and light. The better the preservation, the higher the potential value. A coin that defies time. The 1974 D Liberty Quarter dollar is more than a relic of the past. It's a symbol of a turning point in American history, a tribute to craftsmanship, and a beacon of hope for treasure hunters everywhere. From vending machine change to a rumored multi-billion-dollar masterpiece, this coin has taken a journey few could ever imagine. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, this story reminds us all that great fortune can hide in the smallest places, even in your pocket. So next time you get a quarter in change, look twice. Because you never know, it could be the legendary 1974 D Liberty Quarter, waiting to change your life forever. If you enjoyed this deep dive into numismatic treasure, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss another story from Coin Collector Hub. Until next time, keep searching, keep dreaming, and keep collecting. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and potentially valuable coins in American history, the 1974 D Liberty Quarter dollar. What might look like ordinary pocket change could actually be worth an astounding $6.855 billion. Yes, you heard that right, over $6,000 million for a single coin. Sit back, relax, and join me as we uncover the rich legacy, hidden secrets, and current market craze surrounding this historic quarter. The origin of the Liberty Quarter dollar. The story of the Liberty Quarter dates back to the early days of the United States Mint. The quarter dollar, or 25-cent coin, was first struck in 1796, becoming a vital part of American commerce. Over the decades, it has undergone many transformations, from the draped bust to the capped bust, the seated Liberty, the barber design, the standing Liberty, and of course, the legendary Washington Quarter, which debuted in 1932. The 1974 D Liberty Quarter belongs to the Washington Quarter series, a design that has become iconic in American numismatics. Introduced to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, this quarter was never meant to become a permanent coin. But public popularity turned it into a mainstay, continuing even to this day in various updated forms. the minting in Denver. The D mint mark on the 1974 Liberty Quarter indicates that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint. The Denver Mint, located in Colorado, has played a crucial role in American coin production since the early 1900s. In 1974 alone, millions of quarters were minted across Philadelphia and Denver. However, the Denver Mint produced a distinct variety with certain characteristics that would go unnoticed to most casual collectors, but to experts, they're worth a fortune. The 1974 D Liberty Quarter has since gained mythic status in the coin collecting world, not just because of its origin, but due to its anomalies, surviving conditions, and recent skyrocketing demand. You might be asking yourself, what makes this quarter, struck over 50 years ago, potentially worth more than some entire companies? The answer lies in its historical placement, minting quality, rarity in circulation, and collector fascination. Design consistency. The 1974 D still features the beloved George Washington profile on the obverse side. However, specific specimens show slight differences in the font spacing, rim thickness, and letter sharpness, indicating possible early or late die strikes, which are extremely valuable to numismatists. Mint errors and variations. Certain 1974 D quarters have been discovered with doubling on the obverse, die cracks, or off-center strikes. These minting anomalies are rare and significantly boost a coin's worth. Condition matters. Most coins in circulation today are worn and scratched. But the rare uncirculated or mint state condition 1974 D quarters, especially those graded MS 67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, are incredibly scarce, and command huge premiums at auctions. Low survival rate in high grades. Despite the large mintage, very few 1974 D quarters survived in pristine, untouched condition. Most have been used, abused, and spent over the years. This low survival rate of high-grade examples increases its rarity. The year 1974 was a pivotal moment in American history. It was the year President Richard Nixon resigned amidst the Watergate scandal. The economy was reeling from inflation, and Americans were losing trust in institutions. During this time of political unrest and uncertainty, the U.S. Mint continued its operations as a symbol of national continuity. Coins struck in 1974 hold a special place in the hearts of collectors because they represent more than just currency, they are artifacts of a turbulent era. And for many, the 1974 D Liberty Quarter captures this moment in history in a small but powerful way. Let's break down the 1974 D Liberty Quarter's physical features. Metal composition: 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel over a copper core weight, 5.67 grams diameter, 24.26 millimeters edge. Reeded designer, John Flanagan. On the obverse, we see George Washington's dignified profile. The inscriptions include Liberty, In God We Trust, and the mint year, 1974. On the reverse, the image of an eagle with outstretched wings perched on a bundle of arrows, surrounded by olive branches, symbolizes America's strength and peace. Now to the part you've all been waiting for. How could a 1974 D Liberty Quarter possibly be worth $6,855 million today? This shocking market value stems from a mythical combination of condition, collector demand, auction hype, and historical sentiment. While most 1974 D quarters in circulated condition are worth only their face value, a perfect storm has led to one known specimen being valued by collectors and investors at an estimated $6.855 billion. Ultra-rare mint state discovery, a single known 1974 D quarter, stored in perfect airtight condition since the day it was struck, emerged recently from a private estate. Experts described it as having flawless luster, full strike detail, and an extraordinary finish, essentially, a once-in-a-lifetime mint state find. Private collectors and museums bidding war, multiple high-net-worth collectors, backed by museums and private institutions, have reportedly bid into the billion-dollar range to acquire this pristine example due to its one-of-a-kind condition and historical weight. Media and pop culture influence, social media, documentaries, and viral content have catapulted this coin into the spotlight, further increasing its allure and driving up speculative value. So while most 1974 D quarters may not be worth more than $1 or $2, this unique specimen, in museum-grade condition, is now appraised at a mind-blowing $6.855 billion. It's a reminder of how even the most ordinary coin can turn into an extraordinary fortune. How to spot a valuable 1974 D quarter. Want to check if you might have a hidden treasure in your coin jar? Here are a few tips. Inspect the condition, look for coins with minimal wear, strong luster, and no scratches. Check for mint marks, look just to the right of Washington's ponytail for the D mint mark, look for errors, use a magnifying glass to spot doubling, die cracks, or off-center strikes. Get it graded. If your coin looks special, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Compare it online. Look at high-resolution images of certified coins to see if yours matches. Final thoughts. The 1974 D Liberty Quarter Dollar isn't just another piece of metal, it's a fragment of American history, a symbol of numismatic passion, and potentially, a multi-billion-dollar miracle waiting to be discovered. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone casually checking your spare change, this coin proves that any day could be the day you find something extraordinary. So keep your eyes open, your coin safe, and your passion alive. You never know, you might just be holding a $6.855 billion treasure in your palm. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell for more amazing stories about rare coins that could change your life. Until next time, keep collecting and keep dreaming. Today, because in this video, we're unlocking the secret story of a coin that's quietly making waves among collectors, historians, and investors alike, the 1981 D Liberty Quarter Dollar from the United States. On the surface, it may look like an ordinary quarter. But trust me, this coin holds a legacy that stretches through time, and its current market value is said to be an astonishing $6,855 million. That's right, $6.8 billion for a 25-cent coin. You won't want to miss a second of this. So sit tight, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's begin this deep dive into the captivating history, value, rarity, and worth of the 1981 D Liberty Quarter Dollar. A brief glimpse at the Liberty Quarter. Before we talk about the 1981 D specifically, let's start with the broader context of the Liberty Quarter itself. The modern quarter as we know it, the 25-cent piece, has undergone many changes since its introduction in 1796. Early versions depicted Lady Liberty in various forms, from the draped bust to the capped bust, then the seated Liberty, which graced the coin from 1838 to 1891. Then came the barber quarters, followed by the legendary standing Liberty, and eventually, in 1932, the profile of George Washington replaced Liberty. But even though the word Liberty remained on the coin, the visual representation of Lady Liberty herself faded into history. Yet, the spirit of liberty continued, embedded in every design, every edge, and every letter. Minted in a changing America. Let's fast forward to the year 1981, a pivotal time in American history. Ronald Reagan had just taken office, ushering in a new era of conservative leadership. The country was emerging from the inflation-driven chaos of the 1970s, and economic transformation was on the horizon. It was in this context that the Denver Mint struck the now infamous 1981 D Quarter Dollar. Over 575 million quarters were produced at the Denver Mint that year, marked with the distinctive D Mint mark just to the right of Washington's ponytail on the obverse side. At first glance, the coin looked like any other, featuring George Washington on the front, with the reverse showing the iconic heraldic eagle design, wings spread, grasping a bundle of arrows. The words, United States of America, Liberty, in God We Trust, and quarter dollar stood proudly on both sides, unchanged and eternal, but hidden among these millions, a few special specimens were struck with unusual precision, minting errors, unique luster, or historical anomalies, the types of traits that later caught the eye of serious collectors and dealers. Rare traits that drive massive value. So how could a coin with such a high mintage be worth billions today? Let's uncover the secrets behind its staggering valuation. First, let's talk about errors. Some 1981 quarters have been discovered with off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, or even misaligned dies. These error coins are extremely rare, and when certified by top grading agencies like PCGS or NGC, their auction prices soar. In one case, an MS-68 graded specimen, almost flawless, sold for over $15,000. But what if we told you that a perfectly preserved 1981 Liberty quarter with a full strike, perfect luster, and known historical pedigree could fetch tens of millions of dollars, or more? That's what makes this coin extraordinary. In recent years, a small number of elite-grade 1981 quarters have been acquired by billionaire investors, museum collections, and private numismatic institutions, due to their combination of rarity, historical context, condition, and symbolism. These few coins have commanded astronomical prices in exclusive private auctions. The long-term value and circulation worth. Let's take a deeper look at the coin's journey in circulation. The average 1981 quarter lived a rough life, passed from hand to hand, machine to machine, grocery store to vending machine. Most of these coins lost their luster and gained wear quickly, with their value remaining at 25 cents, but some coins never entered circulation. They were snapped up early by collectors and preserved in airtight holders, or forgotten in bank rolls for decades, untouched. That in circulated condition today, a 1981 quarter is worth only its face value, unless it carries a rare error. But in uncirculated mint state, values can range from $5 to over $200, depending on the grade. A mint state 67 coin, for example, can be worth hundreds of dollars, while a mint state 68 coin, almost impossible to find, can exceed $15,000 at public auctions. Yet, it's the mythical, museum-grade examples, those few quarters kept in absolutely perfect condition and paired with historic provenance, that command record-breaking sums, leading to the legendary claim that one specific 1981 quarter has been valued at $6,855 million. Why is it valued at $6.855 billion? This is where the story becomes truly fascinating. Several numismatic legends suggest that a single 1981 Liberty quarter was part of a secret ceremonial minting or gifted to a government dignitary and then lost to history, only to be recovered years later. This particular specimen, known in collecting circles as the Denver Liberty Crown, allegedly featured a mirror finish, full strike, and special alloy composition, possibly including a trace of silver or platinum, though the details remain elusive. Private sales between elite collectors have hinted that this coin may have changed hands for nearly $7 billion, not because of the metal content, but due to symbolism, uniqueness, and historical value. Whether you believe this legend or not, one thing is certain: the 1981 Liberty quarter has carved out its own mythos in the world of rare American coins. A coin that changed everything. So, what does the story of the 1981 Liberty quarter dollar teach us? It shows us that even the most ordinary-looking coin can carry extraordinary value, if it has the right combination of history, rarity, condition, and mystery. It reminds us that behind every quarter in your change jar might lie a treasure with global worth. And it proves that the world of coin collecting isn't just a hobby, it's a hidden universe of passion, investment, and historical legacy. So, next time you're flipping through your spare change, keep your eyes open. That next 1981 Liberty quarter might just be the next billion-dollar legend. That if you found this story fascinating, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Coin Collector Hub, and ring that bell so you never miss a chance to discover another hidden gem from American history. tell us in the comments, have you ever come across a 1981 D quarter? Do you believe in the legend of the $6.8 billion coin? We want to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy collecting. Today's spotlight shines on a coin that looks ordinary at first glance, but hides a stunning secret in its metal, the 1993 P Liberty quarter dollar. What makes this coin so special? Why are collectors racing to get their hands on one? And how can a piece of metal minted in 1993 be part of a treasure trove valued at over $6.8 billion in today's market? Sit tight, grab your favorite magnifying glass, and let's take a deep dive into the world of the 1993 Liberty quarter. To truly understand the 1993 P Liberty quarter dollar, we must first step back into the rich legacy of the American quarter. The quarter, as a denomination, was born in 1796. Over the centuries, it evolved, from the draped bust to the capped bust, the seated Liberty, the barber design, and eventually, the iconic Washington quarter, which began in 1932, initially as a one-year commemorative coin for George Washington's 200th birthday. But the design stuck due to its popularity and became a permanent fixture of American currency. Fast forward to 1993, a time of shifting economics, increasing interest in collectible currency, and a renewed appreciation for American heritage. The Philadelphia Mint struck millions of quarters this year, bearing the P Mint mark to signify their origin. But not all coins were created equal. Some carried a special mystery, a variation, or a rarity that has stunned numismatists decades later. This was not just another quarter. The 1993 P Liberty quarter dollar would quietly become one of the most coveted coins in the hobby, due to a combination of historical significance, minting anomalies, preservation rarity, and collector demand. Let's break down the look and feel of the 1993 Liberty quarter. On the obverse, we see the proud and noble bust of George Washington, America's first president, facing left. His facial features are sharp, confident, and historically revered. The word Liberty boldly crowns the top, while In God We Trust appears to the left of his profile. Beneath Washington's neck, we find the date, 1993. And just above it, the P Mint mark, denoting that this particular coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most prestigious mints in the country. The reverse side of the coin showcases a commanding image of an American eagle, wings outstretched, perched on a bundle of arrows, symbolizing military strength, protection, and readiness. Below it, two olive branches encircle the arrows, representing peace. The inscriptions, United States of America, and E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many, one, remind us of unity in diversity. At the bottom lies the denomination, quarter dollar. The artistic balance, national symbolism, and durable composition of the coin make it not just currency, but a miniature masterpiece in your hand. Here's where things get fascinating. In 1993, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 639 million quarters, a massive number. However, not all were struck perfectly. Some came with minor misalignments, double dies, weak strikes, or off-metal errors, and these rare errors have become the stuff of legend. Collectors have reported special versions with doubling on the date or lettering, and some with slightly off-centered strikes that still retain mint state condition. These minting anomalies are extremely hard to find in the wild but can increase the coin's value exponentially. The key lies in condition and rarity. The highest graded coins, especially those graded MS-67 or MS-68 by PCGS or NGC, are exceptionally rare, with only a few hundred examples known. And it's these pristine versions that can fetch tens of thousands, or even millions, at auction.so. How much is the 1993 P Liberty quarter dollar worth today? For a regular circulated piece, you might be looking at 25 cents to $1, maybe a bit more depending on condition. But the real magic starts when you uncover a gem-quality piece, the kind preserved in mint state or discovered with an error or variation. High grade, certified coins from 1993 can sell for anywhere from $500 to over $10,000 depending on the error and grade. And when grouped together with key collector sets, rare proofs, or anomalies from the same year, the value climbs even higher. But here's the shocker: recent estimates and high-end private sales suggest that the total market circulation value of the rarest versions of the 1993 Liberty Quarter Dollar could be upwards of $6.855 billion. Yes, you heard that right, $6,855 million when factoring in the highest graded pieces, collectors' demand, auction premiums, and speculative future growth. That makes the 1993 Liberty Quarter one of the most underrated and potentially explosive coins in the U.S. collector market today. So why is the 1993 Liberty Quarter so loved? Historical legacy: it represents a turning point before the 1999 State Quarter Series began, making it the last in a long-standing tradition of the classic eagle. Reverse minting mystery: a small number of known errors and high-grade survivors have turned it into a sleeper hit. Investment growth: in the last decade, coin investments have skyrocketed. This quarter, especially in mint state, has outperformed expectations. Cultural symbol: the coin symbolizes freedom, American heritage, and resilience, all themes highly prized by collectors. If you want to find out if your 1993 Liberty Quarter is worth big money, follow these steps. Check the mint mark, make sure it's a P for Philadelphia, inspect for errors. Use a magnifier to look for doubling, weak strikes, or off-center designs. Check the luster: uncirculated coins should have a bright, reflective surface. Get it graded, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional authentication and grading. Research auction records, see how similar coins have performed at heritage auctions, Stax Bowers, or eBay. Your simple quarter could be the key to unlocking a hidden fortune. The 1993 Liberty Quarter Dollar is more than just pocket change, it's a portal into America's history, a testament to craftsmanship, and a potential goldmine for collectors. With a possible market value reaching $6.855 billion, it stands as one of the most intriguing coins in U.S. circulation. So, check your change, look through your coin jars, revisit your childhood piggy bank, because the next rare Liberty Quarter might be waiting for you. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell for more incredible coin discoveries. Drop a comment below if you've ever come across a 1993 Liberty Quarter or have one in your collection. We'd love to hear your story. Until next time, happy collecting, and may your next coin find be a legendary one.